complex the night that Nut was killed. You said, do you remember that occurring?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you turned into Carver Homes off of Pryor Road?
I don't know.
And you saw a Camaro and it was flying behind you?
Oh, excuse me. I don't remember what I told Detective Thorpe again.
And that when you turned left, the Camaro went straight, and instead of going to the front door, you went around to the gate?
I guess.
Do you remember telling him that, or you don't remember?
If he said I said it, I said it.
Do you remember telling him?
I don't remember having a conversation with him. I don't remember what I was telling him when he questioned me.
So the gate card was to Deshawn's apartment, and you were clicking it, and you couldn't go, so you went around front.
I guess.
Do you remember telling him that, or you don't remember telling him that?
I don't remember.
And that you had your brother to call the police. Do you remember telling him that?
I had my brother to call the police?
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that?
I wouldn't know why my brother would be calling the police, but I don't remember if I said it to him. But if he said I said, I probably did.
Do you remember or do you not remember?
I don't remember.
And so you also, do you remember telling him that you saw the Camaro fly to the stop sign and it was going so fast that it missed it, but they turned and left behind? And when they turned left, I was in front of them. Do you remember telling him about the red Camaro doing that?
If a red Camaro followed me and I noticed it, I wasn't gonna let it. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Hey, Ms. Hilton, before we posit more questions, I'm having a good authority. We need to take a comfort break, okay?
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, given it's so close to the lunchtime hour, how about we just have you come back for 1 o'clock, and then we'll see where the afternoon leads us, okay? All right. All rise.
All right, guys, what do you think? What do you think? They're gonna take a little lunch break. Is the woman in green right here, the attorney in green, Miss Hot, Miss Hilton, Miss Holiday Inn? Is she doing good? Is she proving her case? Does anybody think this black woman is proving her case with the things that Lil Woody is saying? All right, let's see what the judge has to say.
Before we go ahead and break for lunch, Mr. Short, you can make your motion, and Mr. Matthews, you can make your motion.
Relevant.
This is my district attorney's office.
We're gonna get into the game.
Where the prosecutor's
I don't have any thoughts, so please don't put that in. Please don't put that in the ether. Okay, but that's what you just said, sir.
Ether is
okay.
clear. The court wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it either. So why is it happening?
I have no interest other than I'm a referee.
Well, you're the referee who spoke with the witness without my presence.
Mr. Steele, we're not gonna get into that right now.
Well,
okay?
my point is, how is he being treated here? And why don't I have all this? And why is this going on? What an unfair trial, Mr. Williams. Think about it. If you were accused, Your Honor, and the judge met with this witness, with the prosecutor, and you sat next to me and Mr. Adams, you would say to us, what kind of case is this? Now he's being surrounded with all this law enforcement. My point is,
Your Honor, we're going to object that this.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
Mr. Steele, hold on. No, but you're Mr. Steele? Mr. Steele?
Yes, sir. What?
Okay.
I want to fit. I'm making a record for the court to say.
Well, Mr. Steele.
Wow.
I've never been interrupted in a court except for this one. You are
well, you know, but the challenges in this point in time is that some of the things that you have said at certain points in time are not appropriate.
Not true.
Okay. Well, that's the court's.
Court is wrong.
Well, you know, you have, everybody has an opinion, and it can certainly be reviewed at the appropriate time.
The right
But
legal
but finish up so you can go ahead and make your record.
Interrupt anyone about a prosecutor or anyone. This is a record. This is important.
Okay, but it's your allegation and assertion, sir. Okay, so, well, we don't know that. We don't know whether or not they're true.
Going on every time Mr. Copeland comes in the courtroom or out of court, he's escorted by a DA's office investigator. You see that? This court is observant. You're not just sitting there in a cloud. You see exactly what's going on. You hear the prosecutor tell you, we were in a room with Mr. Copeland and he said, why?
Okay.
Why do I have to bring it up? You should be bringing it up. This is crazy. This is like communist Russia. Mr. Williams having the worst trial. So I'm moving again to stop intimidating the witness by the prosecution, leave people alone, and stop accusing. You've allowed the prosecutor Love to accuse me of misconduct.
Oh, but you've also accused her of hold on. You have accused her of misconduct as well. And remember what I told you about your professional responsibility. Remember what I told you about your. And she's gonna take me down as opposed to you. So when I start talking, stop talking, please. Okay? I'll let you complete your record.
I
Okay?
understand the one already told me. I got it.
All right. Okay. All right. So I told you, several times before, I told you and your colleagues, remember your professional responsibility. And let's not make this an ad hominem issue. I don't believe that either one of you are trying to do anything that would subvert your ability to practice law. So, but
Love has intentionally lied to the court numerous cases. You do not.
hold on. Let him finish. See, this is Mr. Steele. This is exactly what I'm saying. You cannot. It is not a good idea to state that your brethren across the bar are lying. Okay, at any time or any way.
I don't like this.
Okay, but don't. So don't. But don't because you don't. Don't because you don't have any proof. If you have proof of it, then if you have proof, there's a mechanism in law and under the rules for you to submit that question to the Office of General Counsel and for an investigation to occur. But please stop, both of you. I told both of you earlier, stop making these ad hominem attacks toward one another. Okay?
It's attacked. You say nothing.
Well, okay, but I've said something. You're going back to stuff that's happened in the past. So while I'm trying to deal with things that are current. So I told you all most recently, as of about a week or so ago, to stop all this. Remember I told you the world's watching you? They are. So please don't from this point.
I was watching you too, Judge.
Not accuse each other of anything. If you want to go ahead and do it, there's a proper way to do it, but don't bring it up in front of me. Okay?
I'm just making a point that this has been going on and it's abusive. That is my point.
That's your assertion, sir, as a lawyer, okay? And maybe your frustration with everything. Like I told you, this trial's gone a long time. There's a lot of wear and tear, but everybody's got to rise above and be a professional advocate. That's what the system demands of you.
I'm not worn or torn. I am here to tell the court that from a objective, casual observer, could see what's going on here is inappropriate.
Okay. At the end of the day, I understand your concern that you have now shared with the court. Okay. All right. State, do you want to respond?
Whatever that was to the court regarding personal and ad hominem attacks on members of the state's team. Ms. Hilton will address the merits of the initial argument that Mr. Steele made. But as to personal attacks on members of the state's team, we'd ask that assertions that specific people have lied, that is disrespectful, that is unprofessional, and not one time has any such statement been made by any member of this team about anyone else.
Oh, I think, Ms. Love, in the past, you've made some statements.
I have never said anyone lied.
You made some statements about Mr. Steele.
Ooh,
and about, well, just let me finish. I'm not done.
Shout out to Terica. Thank you for
All
giving
right, and about several others of your colleagues. I mean, and it may have been the heat of discussion and everything else. like I said earlier, there's enough blame to go around for everybody, all right? So, but can we kind of stop that and draw things kind of forward? I've had 2 or 3 conversations with everyone about their obligations as professional advocates under the rules, okay? And that while the court certainly agrees that ad hominem attacks are not, they don't make anybody look any good. They really don't. I mean, but I'm just saying I acknowledge that. I acknowledge what's been gone on in the past. So, and I ask that you all reflect upon that because, you know, like I said, you can't say some of the stuff that people say to one another can't be taken back. They just can't. So, and that's just something that the court would just have you reflect upon.
Thank you, Judge.
Sides, okay?
And we just ask again that statements like Miss Love lied be stricken from the record. Those are personal attacks. There's none been made, at least not this day.
I'm not gonna consider your ad hominem attacks. Either one is. Okay.
Thank you.
Or anybody's, all right? Okay. All right. Madam.
Here come Miss Hyde.
Your Honor, regarding Mr. Steele's assertions of our interactions with Mr. Copeland, we have not.
I just wanted to get that out of the way, I guess. Let's play some games. I guess they're continuing this charade of it. If I showed y'all the Woody interview, I just said actually, I'm gonna listen to it while I'm looking. Actually, let me see if Oxhorn played. Did Oxhorn play Starfield?
It's a bit out. Gosh. It's really finicky. But I don't have much of. I've got a slight overbite. Slight. Okay. Teeth. Oh! Big ol' grin. Pleased to meet you, says Ox, the cable guy. Where to begin?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
What?
No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Here we are. Wow, that was cool. What is that? That is a big railgun or something. Okay, well, I should probably fast travel to the ship. The earlier I get that, I could switch between them. So, you're an art dealer.
Indeed.
And they delivered. These things were so...
Laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies.
Alright, that's an elevation check to say add... Oh god.
Shut down.
Question mark.
Yeah, what it could be.
I buried my...
Right, that's it.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, so I should probably put that back in my inventory. Leather pocket.
Celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year. It kind of smelled, but I don't smell anything here.
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
Little unfair, don't you think? Three-star Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home. Good people.
In any event, you all must be exhausted. Just give me a moment to coordinate some details with security.
What? No, just, go away.
What? Like, totes, girl?
She can't do this to me.
So unfair. Karen.
The well's been having...
Guess you caught some of that, huh? The galaxy is at peace and somehow seems more dangerous than ever. Spacers, House Varun, Crimson Fleet, everyone trying to grab their piece. What happened to the early days, huh? When we just float through the stars and dream.
So I think I was just given a side quest by overhearing something that I heard while I was in the middle of talking to this guy. So sadly, I don't understand what that was. Something about brownouts, power outages? Some of us are still dreaming. That's humans for you. We can ruin a glass of water. I hear that. Spacers, who are they? House Varun, what are that? Let's see.
Really? You must have been hiding under a moon rock your whole life if you've managed to dodge those assholes. They're basically a bunch of space scumbags. Fly around, attack, and rob anyone they see. They're pretty disorganized and easy to fend off until they aren't. They're a different beast than the Crimson Fleet. Generally speaking, pirates want your stuff, so they can occasionally be reasoned with. Spacers, though, they tend to shoot first and ask questions never.
So Spacers are raiders. Crimson Fleet is like gunners. House Varun, what's that?
Not what, who. How to describe House Varun? Well, imagine a bunch of colonists who set off into the stars ages ago, disappeared, and then re-emerged as a sort of religious society. Faction, or cult, whatever you want to call them. They believe in some sort of celestial deity called the Great Serpent. Real nightmare fuel kind of stuff. About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems. I guess your school never covered the Serpent's Crusade, huh? We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just disappeared. They're out there somewhere, or so folks assume. The ones that attacked us, they were the hardliners, for sure. You meet those guys, you run. You understand me?
Good to know. All right, we'll say, that's humans for you. We can ruin a glass of water.
Ain't that the truth? Well, still, I hold out hope. There are more good people than bad in this galaxy. It's just that the bad are... louder.
It's the way it always is. So you've run into the Crimson Fleet too, huh?
Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of cargo just last year. Microscopes. Can you believe that? Guess you can sell anything these days. Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. You jump in, steal your stuff, and get out of there fast. Keep your cool, and you can generally talk your way out of it, so long as you're not too attached to your valuables. Stumble upon them planetside, though, and their trigger fingers get much itchier.
So who are you?
Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead researcher on the station that got attacked. It was business as usual until those House Varun crazies swarmed in, spouting their scripture or whatever it was. Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm just lucky to have made it out of there in one piece. We all are. Now, I just want to get back to work. Where is that woman? Goodbye.
Does that woman have any idea who I am? Not. She can't do this to me.
Wow. I've never been in a battle before. Everyone kept telling me to keep my eyes closed, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're running. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people yelling about serpents and stuff.
Galaxy's a tough place, kid. You've got to be the bravest kid I've ever met. I can't imagine losing my parents. Hang in there, pal. Serpents? What does a little boy know about mercenaries? Let's try serpents.
Yeah, it was like, snakes and serpents will eat you all. Rah, the stars will squeeze you. Rah, or something like that. I think they need psychiatric help.
This kid is like, oh yeah, they just need some good therapy. You've got to be the bravest kid I've ever met, we can say.
Probably. I'm pretty brave. A kid tried to bully me once, and I punched him in the head. Don't take shit from anybody, my mother says. And I don't. Anyway, I'm fine now. I hope my parents don't take too long getting here.
Well, why does he think they're coming on a shuttle and that other lady thought they were dead?
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Okay, well, we just got a side quest. We need to go to the lodge for one small step. We completed bounty on Crete. Activities: investigate brownouts in the well. I can only track one at a time, though. I wish I could have heard that again. Okay, let's keep this one active on our marker so we know where we're going. Way over there. Hey, it's a little sanitation robot. Getting some R2-D2 vibes.
Sorry, can't talk.
Pardon me.
Where to begin?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. What? Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Oh, wow. So this is Atlanta City. Alright, so I need to go over there for my quest marker. The brownout thing is over there. Let's work on the primary quest for now, and then we can walk around Atlantic City and get other quests. Whoa, someone's hovering. Oh,
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
but what about this district? Oh, I don't get a layout of the city? Oh. Well, what's over here? Now that's some glaring side-eye. Lady, sorry, lady, just stop staring at me. Creepy as hell. She's just like, I didn't mean to offend.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
It's hard to
Buddy,
describe.
it's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
Yeah, sorry. Sure. Hey, okay? Hello.
Dawn's Roost has the best food in the settled systems.
Thanks. Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite.
Oh, I'm getting some Spacer's Choice vibes from this lady. I'd like to place an order.
Certainly. Please take your time.
All right, what does she got? Oh, Raisin Bran cereal. Terra Brew cappuccino. Classic. Oh, lots of coffee. Aid. A working coffee shop. Cool.
At this rate, I won't even have a collection. Well, can't give up now. Perhaps my luck will turn. Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them.
I'm sorry for your loss, we can say, or it takes time to grieve. Your loss will get easier with time.
I hope you're right. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem, priceless, no doubt. And its beauty was blinding. Oh, life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger.
If you missed it that badly, there has to be a way to get it back. Or, well, it sounds like you lost it fair and square. Try to move on. Or all of this over a gem you lost in a bet? You made it seem like someone died. I mean, sounds like he did lose it in a bet, so...
That is something I simply cannot do. I must have it back in my possession at once. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
I mean, if we get his permission, we could say, my hands are tied right now, I can't do it for you. Or why can't you do it yourself?
Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
All right. I mean, if we don't have to steal it, then sure.
Fantastic. Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Okay, the gem jealousy. Make an exchange with George St. George. Are you from the area?
Yes, I've been blessed to call New Atlantis home. When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home to call my own. I was a nomad, if you will. But out of all the places I've been, no place quite spoke to me like New Atlantis.
Are you a gambler by trade?
Ah, not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man. And I've amassed a great collection of trinkets and valuables from it. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection is dwindling by the day. But I can't stop, right? I can't just quit. Because what if my luck returns?
The most important part of gambling is knowing when to quit when you're ahead. Or absolutely, I'm sure your luck will turn around eventually. I mean, yeah, gambling. Quit when you're ahead.
A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. Thank you. I will try to take your advice to heart.
What type of things do you collect?
I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets. Anything and everything that has some sort of value, monetary or otherwise. One of my favorite possessions is a fork that was used on Earth. How amazing is that? You'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. I've won and lost some truly breathtaking things. My collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial. It used to be more so, but my bad string of luck lately has affected it.
So he's excited over a dingle hopper. I wonder what this gem actually is. It's probably like a crushed soda can. What if George rejects the exchange? Are you sure the plate is enough?
I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth. We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history, and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will.
The gem must mean a lot to you.
It does. It was the first item I ever collected. The start of it all. I received that gem when I was a young man. To know that I foolishly wagered it, threw it away. Well, I won't make that mistake again. Until next time.
Okay, let's see exactly what this plate looks like that he gave us. New items. Old Earth plate. Really? This is it? Alright. It's a plate. It's gold, I guess. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to interrupt your sandwich eating thing. Eat that sandwich. Nom nom nom. All the characters in this game just give you such side-eye. Alright, let's see what else we can discover.
Barrick enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly it is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
So, you're an art dealer?
Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
Why not, what exactly does my help entail?
You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple.
Sure, sounds a bit fishy. Why not do it yourself?
I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable do the exchange for me.
Oh, dear. Right, I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated.
Trade Authority, okay. I didn't know the Trade Authority handles artwork.
Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I've procured.
Do you work around here?
In a sense. My trade doesn't necessarily need me to be tied down in one location. Because of that, I travel all over the settled systems. I'm here now for an opportunity, but before this, I was in Aquila. Before that, Neon. In my line of work, I can't afford to stay in one place for very long.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Other than being an art dealer, there's not much to say. I grew up in Neon, and I knew I had to get out of that place somehow. I did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this path I'm on now. I never thought I'd do what I do, but I suppose life can be surprising. See you.
Wow, 2 side quests in like 5 minutes.
Hope you're finding everything you need.
Dude, don't walk away. I want chocolate.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Oh, please, take a look.
Okay, we've got weapons, the Ace sidearm, a rare pistol, and a cutter. Ammo, spacesuits. 4561, 4561, 3769. Well, really good for energy resistance. Helmets. Nothing that's leaps and bounds better than what I've got. Lots of clothing items. Notes. Carry of the cosmos, charity in a godless universe, great expectations in the comet. Resources. Okay.
Thanks for coming in.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Sergeant Yumi? Okay. Another side quest. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. Ooh, boy. The viewport.
Hey there. You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
That depends. Got any useful skills?
Plenty. I'm comfortable on a ship, especially in the gunner seat. I'm also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it.
If you're willing to work, you're welcome aboard.
Aye aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers.
Charge me? I gotta buy her? 24,000 credits. Oh, okay. Well, we can pass a persuasion check to say, I can't afford to pay what you're asking. Will you work for less?
You're short on credits?
To persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance the choice fails, but the more points you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice succeeds. Aha. Oh, okay. Well, what's my persuasion at? It's only 1, right? I know you'd like to help me if you could. Who knows how long it'll be before you get another offer, or you must not get around much if you think anybody would pay that. It jumps from 1 to 4. let's try 1, I think.
Yeah, I hope so.
That reminds me of a joke I heard the other day. Or who knows how long it'll be before you get another offer. Or you must not get around much if you think anyone would pay that. Okay, so we've got to get 3. I only have 2 turns left. Let's hope the other one gives me a 2. So we'll go, that reminds me of a joke I heard the other day.
Okay, that's pretty good. Well, the last thing I want is you going bankrupt on my account. I'll work for whatever you can pay.
Great! I like your attitude. You're hired. Pay 12,000 credits. Okay.
Thanks! I think we'll make a great team, huh?
Okay, manage your crew. Review and change their assignments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills which enhance your ship or outposts. I don't have an outpost yet. Assign crew, Jemison Alpha Centauri. Change Marika Boro's assignment to Frontier. Okay.
Thanks for giving me a chance, Captain. I won't let you down.
All right, well, we got a new companion, and she was just sitting here. She didn't even talk at us when we walked in. That's great. Well, I wonder what she's going to do aboard the ship now.
Excuse
that
me.
was expensive. Ballistic weapons specialist.
Any vacancies on your crew?
Oh, wow, they all want to join.
Ballistic weapon systems. I specialize in using those type of weapons to punch holes in your target's hull.
I'm interested. How much will it cost me?
I'm not asking for much, just a reasonable share.
15,000. All right, that's definitely cheaper than she was, but we can try to pass a persuasion check to say I don't think I should pay you that much.
Why is that?
Okay, I know you'd like to help me if you could. I've got 3 turns. I'm offering more than just a job. It's an opportunity. That gives us 2 points. Let's try for that.
If you're the best, you should be willing to pay for the best.
Fine, there's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. You got yourself a deal.
Okay, and that brings them down to 7,000 credits. I want to hire you, but I don't have enough.
I see. Well, look me up when your luck turns around.
Okay, well, I know where to find him when I get the credits. Are all of these guys want to join my party? Gideon Acre.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts.
They are. What kind of debts are we talking about?
The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course.
I'm interested.
I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair share.
33,000 credits. Oh my god. We could try to persuade.
You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? Why would I do that?
There's no reason for us to have a problem?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, failure. Sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult. Just want to talk this through.
There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear.
I know you'd like to help me if you could.
I hear you.
What? Sorry, I was busy picturing you with the tiny hat on your head. Okay.
You know what? I may be starting to like you.
I knew you were a reasonable person.
That doesn't mean I'm a pushover.
Crap.
I can't afford to cut you a deal. I'm sorry.
Persuasion fail.
Damn. Guess I'll try someone else.
Well, when I have the money, I suppose I can come back. No, did I lose him forever? Well, maybe I should wait talking to the rest of these guys until I have more money. Mission board, self-service bounty plans? Mission board, what's this? Oh, destroy the Crimson Fleet Phantom at Sol, kill the Ecliptic Contractor on Procyon 1, deliver protein delicates to Mars, deliver smart sensors to Deimos, survey Oborum 1 and Oborum Prime. Okay. I'm guessing those are Radiant quests. Here we can clear our bounty. There's the Hunter. Okay, lots of cool people here. Gotta wait till I have more money, I suppose.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
I didn't think it was that obvious.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Sure. Business seems to be booming for you.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide.
Well, I've got to give this a try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo.
Uh-oh.
Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
You should go talk to security, see if you can get what's yours. Sounds like the sort of thing that could drive one to drink. Can't you just order some more of whatever you need? Let's see if we can talk to security.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Maybe you should just let this go, or why does that have an ominous tone to it? Or sure sounds like you need a helping hand. Let's do ominous tone.
I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it?
Sure sounds like you need a helping hand.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Yes, I get you. I'm in. Who do I need to kill, we could say. That would probably frustrate her. We could say, I'm here for you. I'll do what I can.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
Don't worry, I'll figure something out. No hostages? Well, there goes my idea. Or do you have any information to go off of? Or what have you tried already? Do you have any information?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
What have you tried already?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as our new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
No hostages? Well, there goes my idea.
Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right?
Heard any interesting news lately?
I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went.
Can I buy a drink?
Well, that's what I'm here for. What'll it be?
Okay, she's got Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Chunkington, chunky wine. All right, so lots of wine, new arrival, mixed drinks, beer, sparkling water. Ooh, Viewport Original, gosh.
Catch you later.
Well, we are racking up the side quests here. Let's, I think we explored this port area. So let's go to the tramp. Mast, residential, or commercial districts. We'll go to Mast. Right. Well, over there somewhere. Let's see. What have we got over here? New Atlantis information. Welcome to New Atlantis. Hello. Welcome to the city of New Atlantis, capital of the United Colonies, and for many, the settled systems as a whole. You stand now in the most technologically advanced city the human race has ever conceived and constructed. New Atlantis was founded in the year 2156, the same year we first arrived in the Alpha Centauri star system. If you're a resident, then you're already familiar with your fantastic home. And if you're a visitor, you are an honored guest of the United Colonies and will be treated as such. Our courteous and professional security personnel can be found all over the city, and it's their job to ensure your time in New Atlantis is joyful, lawful, and productive. So as you stroll the streets or take the NAT train to the city's different districts, know that you are in the embrace of the United Colonies and couldn't be in better hands. Our shared history. We are the children of Earth. The United Colonies, as an entity, was first established in the year 2159 on the planet Earth as a means of unifying the human race as we spread among the stars. Our goal was the peaceful exploration and colonization of space, working in harmony with anyone who wished to sail forth across the blackest sea to new horizons. In 2161, we issued the Centaurus Proclamation, which formalized the colonization of distant worlds for anyone who wished to do so. Unfortunately, not everyone shared in our dream. When wars erupted across the settled systems, the United Colonies stood steadfast, protecting humans and their right to fairly colonize. And then, when our beloved home world was rendered uninhabitable in the year 2203, the United Colonies knew it had a sacred responsibility. We were to be the keepers of Earth, its artifacts, its ideals, its cultures, its very people. So while you stand now on the planet Jemison, in the city of New Atlantis, in the Alpha Centauri system, know that for all intents and purposes, you are still very much on Earth, and Earth takes care of its own. Corporate directory. Here in New Atlantis, a citizen or visitor can find just about any service they may need. From freshly brewed coffee to complete body reconstruction, we have it all. The following is a list of corporations and businesses that have found a home in New Atlantis. District location is indicated in parentheses. Terra Brew Coffee, Spaceport Commercial. Jemison Mercantile, Spaceport. The Viewport Tavern, Spaceport. We have seen all three of those. Centurion Arsenal, Residential. Reliant Medical, Residential. Enhance, Commercial. Chunks, Residential. I love that the food company, like the McDonald's of this universe, is just called Chunks. CJ's, Residential. EIT Clothier, Residential. Outland, Commercial. Jake's The Well, and Apex Electronics The Well. Other buildings and services. Here in Atlantis, you'll find a wide variety of buildings that provide various functions and services. They include Gal Bank Commercial, SSNN Commercial, the Trade Authority, The Well, Sanctum Universum Church, MAST, House of Enlightenment, The Well, Freestar Collective Embassy, MAST, House Varun Embassy, MAST, Infinity LTD Corporate Headquarters, Commercial, Medbay, The Well, and UC Surplus, The Well. MAST. It is impossible to visit New Atlantis and not notice the imposing structure that is MAST. Much more than a building, MAST also serves as the very foundation of the United Colonies. There, the military, administrative, and scientific triumvirate works tirelessly to ensure continuing peace and prosperity for everyone under the UC's protection. And finally, citizenship. The foundation of any society is its people, and there is no stronger person than a United Colonies citizen. As a citizen, you will carry a status unequaled in the settled systems and will be recognized as the truly special individual that you are. Whether you make your home in New Atlantis, Cydonia, or any other officially recognized settlement, citizenship is the truest badge of loyalty and dedication to the United Colonies you can possess. As a United Colonies citizen, you will be afforded the following privileges: an exclusive and personalized acknowledgement of your new status, a welcome letter signed by none other than President Alexandra Albello herself, discounts at all major United Colonies businesses and establishments, exclusive access to home ownership in New Atlantis, a one-time credit disbursement, and more. How does one become a citizen? It's easy. Simply serve the United Colonies in any official capacity, and once you've met the allotted requirements, citizenship will be granted. Currently, the fastest and simplest way to achieve citizenship is to complete a tour of duty in the Vanguard, the United Colonies' very own volunteer fleet. So if you've got your own ship and the moxie to put yourself in harm's way for the good of the UC, speak with Commander John Tuala in MAST and get signed up today. Note that as of this time, the United Colonies offers citizenship to anyone within the settled systems, regardless of current address or faction affiliation. If you want the United Colonies wants you. Okay, great. So I can become a citizen without locking myself out of other factions. MAST Nat Station. All right. That's an elevator, I think, that goes up, but by doing so, we would miss out on exploring everything over here. Citizen. I never know. Are any of these people, like, these are all just random citizens, and I don't want to miss out on some really cool side quest or character.
Disaster. 6 Crimson Fleet vessels were lured into a fake distress call when a would-be savior Grav jumped in. SysDef plans were thrown out the window and a chaotic battle ensued. After all SysDef forces arrived, the outmatched Crimson Fleet managed to jump out moments before their defeat. This is yet another black eye in SysDef's never-ending struggle to contain the elusive Crimson Fleet.
Where are you from?
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
The Well. All right, so that leads to the Well, a district of New Atlantis, which is probably a slum. But let's focus. We'll have plenty of time to explore all of New Atlantis. MAST District.
Freestar Collective and the UC are still fighting the colony war. We just need to convince her that President Abeyo isn't the same as her predecessors. That an adversarial UC is a thing of the past.
Does Radcliffe even need to be involved?
President Abeyo wants to foster relations, not fracture them. Keep up.
We'll make sure she knows, ma'am.
Good. I'll see you at the 11:30 then. I have somewhere to be. You understand.
I think you've got me mistaken for someone else.
Do we know each other?
Oh, fine. Okay, wow. Overwhelmed.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
Okay, so Constellation, this shadowy group we're about to meet with, operates out of the UC, but isn't necessarily affiliated with them.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Railroad. That came from Hata the Zulzila. Thank you, Hata.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
You really think what I'm suggesting is so outlandish? All the phenomena we see out in the stars, and what I'm saying is the most impossible theory?
You two keep going on like this, and I'm banning wagers. I'm serious.
We'll play nice. Just a little friendly conversation, Sarah, that's all.
Ooh. Model ship. Door locked, requires key. Requires key. Interesting. Well, let's introduce ourselves. Hello.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Pirates attacked. Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact. It doesn't matter, I have your artifact. Who are you? Why don't we start with you telling me what Constellation is? Let's go ahead and answer her question.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now,